Hey guys, this is a reading for Monday, February 4th for the new moon that is in Aquarius, kind of the energies that we'll all be swimming around in. This is my first time trying this the way I am, and I normally would show my face because it's gorgeous, but I'm like totally not camera ready. So we'll do it this way and we'll see how it goes, and it'll change, and I'll figure out my flow and it'll all be good. But I wanted to pull cards. I've been posting on Instagram and I'm just finding that it's too much fucking work to sit there and because what I've been doing, I've just been talking it all out, channeling it, recording it, and then going back and writing down what I have channeled, which is fun. But I was like, oh, if I could just fucking do it real time and not have to fucking type it afterwards. So I'll probably just type a snippet up of this, post it to Instagram, and then redirect the one person who this will find. Oh, or negative 2 people that it will find. I don't know. And hopefully we'll grow from there because this shit's great. Okay, so for Monday, February 4th, for this eclipse particularly, I keep saying eclipses because I got eclipses on the mind. It's a new moon tomorrow, and for this new moon, it's a potent one, and again, I don't have my astrological notes handy, and so I don't want to talk about it and risk being wrong. I don't want to give anyone wrong information, so I'm just going to focus on what the cards say, and then maybe I'll do a follow-up thing on what the astrological notes actually are, because I'm sure they're worthwhile. Oh, a big one, this one I do know off the top of my head. This is the first new moon we'll have in Aquarius that does not have any south node activation in it. The south node is the nodes of the moon. I'm trying to keep this succinct, so I don't want to go off on tangents. But south nodes are tied to karma, kind of what we carry with us from previous incarnations, whether that be lessons we haven't fully integrated, soul wounds, other people's karma, balancing, or just lessons that we still have to learn. Kind of what the south node still represents, that which we carry with us. And then the north node, conversely, is that which we came here to learn. But this is the first new moon we'll have in Aquarius with no fucking south node activation. So we are in totally new energetic waters in terms of we don't have any past karma following us around from here on out. This is new energetic territory. Where do you want to go? You can fucking go anywhere. And then if we look at the cards here, we see that, a few times, quite literally, we've got 10th house, the world on the board. We've got the world here as the underlying energy of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which I will use as clarification. And then I thought there was one more reference to the world on here, but maybe not. Maybe it's just those 2. But the 10th house in astrology is what is directly above the sky when you're born. But traditionally it's ruled by Capricorn. It represents kind of our career, our public image, that which we are recognized for, that which, it's kind of masculine, patriarchal, I don't know if patriarchal is the right word, because we can all interpret things however we want to interpret them. But traditionally, Capricorn is the masculine of the zodiac, and then Cancer is the feminine. It's the father and the mother, because they're on the axis, opposite from each other. But, so there's a lot of energy here around, what you want to do in the world, and also, your fucking public sector is just lit the fuck up right now with potent energy. New moons, you can all, I mean, like with anything, I think it really matters what you resonate with in terms of the energy while you're in it, so I tend to kind of shy away from people who are never try to manifest shit on the new moon, or always try to manifest shit on the full moon, never, I just with the energy that you're feeling, work with it how you feel is necessary, how you want to do it. But the emphasis here on this new moon in terms of like, what do you want to accomplish with zero karmic repercussions, you know, in terms of like scales being balanced, because really it's fucking here. It's the underlying energy of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It's the first card that came out from Black Moon, from my Black Moon astrology cards. I think these three flew out together, actually. And these, everything, now that I think of it, I think everything flew out except for the Isis Oracle card. So all of this is like important. But the highlight here for you is career, you know, physical. How are you moving? We are in fucking not terrible, but it's just really constricting energy right now, all designed to bring us to our highest selves, to embodying our absolute best. And the best way to kind of, as we're fucking clearing, because it's just nonstop clearing, it's like a dog when they fucking come out of the river, like, and you see them like fucking shaking it off. We're shaking it all off right now, but you can't shake it all off without moving your fucking body. And you're also being asked to be creative in terms of your thinking of the way that you're going to go after what you want. This time is asking for emotional mastery. The Queen of Cups flew out when I was shuffling the Rider-Waite Tarot deck for clarifiers if I needed them. So this is really a time of fucking emotional mastery for you. The Queen of Cups, the cups in the tarot, or tarot if you're fancy, are our emotions. You know, it's how we flow. It's how the cups, particularly, is your cup full or is your cup empty? And like this queen right here has a fucking bomb ass cup, and she's sitting on her chair, and she's got her little cherubs on it, and she's got pebbles at her feet, which kind of look like oranges, and oranges are a symbol of fertility, and so that's fun there too. But you're in this fucking fertile energy here, and it's all having to come from your fucking heart. You have to really get into this queen energy and just sit there and know that everything that you fucking possibly want is flowing to you because of the badass bitch that you are. And then as evident here in the 10th house, the world, representing the 10th house in your natal chart. So your career, your reputation, your the footprint that you leave on like the tangible world, like the world of infrastructure, the world of Capricorn can represent like governments, Capricorn, and then thus 10th house, because 10th house is traditionally ruled by Capricorn. You know, laws, lawmaking, fucking street signs, even highways, like how we get from A to B, like basically anything that helps us make sense of our physical world. Like Capricorn's your fucking goat. And so it's interesting that like goat, greatest of all time, Capricorn is a water goat. And so, as a side note, Capricorn, the 10th house ruled, is actually a pretty spiritual house, because Capricorn is one of the most spiritual signs in the zodiac. It's kind of a sleeper because we don't really think of it that way, because Capricorn does not share fucking secrets. And they're kind of the guardian of the secrets, because they're the masculine force opposite the feminine force of Pisces. Not Cancer, not Pisces. Anyway, I'm getting distracted and there are a lot of cards on the table. But that is, you know, it's kind of the best way to work through this energy, so you can get clear, you know, on kind of what you want to accomplish, and channel into this divine creativity is by moving your body. You know, you're really reinforcing your relationships right now. What's ripe, for the picking. This card is all about, timing, you know, that if you pick an apple too soon off the, tree, it might not be as delicious as if you were to wait, or as if it were to fall off the tree on its own. And then this is all inviting you kind of to go with the flow of this energy. And then this is really kind of a maturation of the past few years that you have been through, particularly when that Leo Aquarius axis gets activated, because again, this is the first time we're in this new moon energy without any of our karmic bullshit hanging out behind us. The underlying card for the Osho Zen Tarot deck is harmony. So again, you're really you are fucking in the cosmic juice. It's all fucking, we've got two dolphins coming out of our heart here. Like, that's pretty harmonic. They're like fucking star space dolphins. But two, in numerology again, is the master builder number. It's 11. 1 + 1 = 2. And so when you are in harmony with yourself, and the way you're in harmony with yourself is if you're in harmony with your heart, because this is the most fucking powerful thing ever. I mean, realistically, in terms of like this is all an invitation to get back into unconditional love. And I will button it back up and not go into another tangent because I want to be time sensitive. But feeling your emotions, are your fucking superpower right now. In terms of really working this energy, because in terms of like going out and capturing the world, what you want your world to look like, start with your fucking heart. Because if your heart is happy, if you are empowered, that will ripple out through every fucking why can't I talk good when I need to? It'll ripple out through the entire fabric of your cosmos in your physical world. And it might fucking take a while, and sure, it requires like physical movement too, because to really be in our heart and congruent in our heart requires action. We can't just sit there and feel things, it requires like moving our body to go out and get them. Like, you can't, it's beautiful just to like sit in meditation about all the shit you want, but sooner or later you're gonna fucking have to go out and get it. And again, the underlying energy for the Black Moon astrology card are 7th house partnerships. And so what is happening right now, the partnerships that we are in, the 7th house rules marriage and other partnerships. So it's like anyone that we work closely with on a one-on-one basis in terms of a shared goal is going to kind of be represented by 7th house in partnerships. And so our both professionally, creatively, you are being encouraged to seek out partnerships that make you fucking happy, that put you in your Queen of Cups energy, that keep you balanced and whole, and just and flowing and tapped into your creative juice. The card that flew out, or the card that was on top of the deck, this is the Isis Oracle deck, is the one deck that I drew from I couldn't get, Spirit didn't have a lot to say from this deck like it did the others. But it is the scales of balance. Balancing give and take, directing and flowing, play and solitude are ways to heal the relationship between the inner masculine and feminine energies. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the feminine energy, as it holds the secrets to divine feminine wisdom. So dance, sing, play. So there's a lot of feminine energy out on the table, and how I would kind of interpret that is just with the divine feminine rising right now. Everyone is being really, it's required now, in fact, because in terms of the energetic space we are in, anything that is not in our 100% truth and alignment is just like, all right, bye. Like, we're not going to hang out anymore because I'm not for you and you're not for me. And we can sit there like fucking trying to put a square peg in a round hole. And this can look like anything in our in our relationships, from the relationship to our body, from our relationships to others, like, from our relationships to ourselves. It's like, am I going to hold myself accountable for the life that I want to lead? And what does that life that I want to lead look like? And what does that life that I want to lead look like when I look at it from the heart perspective? Because the secret to fucking life, the whole fucking reason anyone comes down to planet Earth, is to learn some fucking lessons and get higher in vibration to unconditional love. Because when we love unconditionally, we are plugged into the pure source cosmic juice. And particularly why this time-space reality is a little uncomfortable right now is because we are being shaken back to remember, oh shit, the only way any of this works is if we have heart-based ways of living. Because capitalism sure doesn't fucking work when people are incentivized monetarily to do the wrong thing. You know, this is just... the past 2,000 years have been a giant experiment, and oh shit, that doesn't work, that doesn't work, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. Instead of rethinking upward, we spiral, we double down, and then it just, you know, so this, when we say divine feminine rising, it really is the vortex of the feminine coming right back up and reclaiming our power. And the way that we reclaim our power is exactly like the scales of balance said, by stepping into the body, reconnecting with our body, because we associate intuition with the feminine. Intuition here. This is intuition. Intuition is not in your brain. I'd pop my head down and say hi, but we're not camera ready. But feminine intuition doesn't live in the brain. You know, the brain is just the CPU. I think I know how it's the computer terminology that I am unsure of. But our brain is just our processing unit. So yeah, I guess that would be a CPU. You know, the heart is the program. The heart is what's running the show. The brain just helps us make sense of our physical reality. But by tapping into that heart, going with the flow, you know, you will mature into the energy that you're supposed to be in. And in fact, while I was flipping over the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot to see what was underneath, the Six of Cups was a few cards underneath, and it was the only card that was facing wrong ways like that. And so I was like, oh shit, who's this? What you gotta say? And it was the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is all about reconnecting to that childlike sense of love and beauty, and living from our heart and seeing everything as if we're seeing it through the eyes of like a 4-year-old. And if you've ever watched a 4-year-old on the playground, if it's a great day and there are other really chill 4-year-olds around, never mind. The baby video that I'm thinking of, those kids definitely weren't 4. They were like maybe a year or maybe a year-ish old, but they're all just like hugging each other, you know, and it's just like a little, this baby hugs this baby, then this baby turns around and hugs this baby, and then the other baby's like, oh shit, I gotta hug you, and you, and it's just like this, it's like 10 minutes long of just little babies hugging one another. It's just gorgeous. But that's the Six of Cups energy, is just meeting everything with like, oh, I haven't given you love yet, hold on, let me give you some fucking love. Yeah, that is what this new moon is about, kind of an emotional reset in terms of reworking and understanding all of the ways we're cut off from our divine feminine, and then reconnecting with that through getting in touch with our bodies, you know, really listening to what our body tells us when we process our emotions. You know, one thing that I really worked on, and I'm still working on, but it's once you kind of tap into your body and figure out, and you can kind of feel where shit resonates differently, it makes it way easier to make decisions and say no, because you're just like, oh, I'm going to touch the screen just in case my computer wants to go to sleep, because I think we're getting close. Once you tap in to what your body is saying, like, done, game over. Like, because it'll tell you anything you need to know. A person's like, hey, you want to hang out? Your body's like, oh, I recognize that energy. No, thank you. I sure do not want to hang out tonight. You know, or conversely, when someone comes in, you're like, oh, shit, I recognize your energy. Hey, what's up with you? Like, let's go fucking work on some shit together, because we are in the creative juice of the universe. It's changing the world that we live in, but we have to fucking look at everything with childlike innocence. We have to remember to live in our hearts and to give cups to people full of flowers, because who doesn't like flowers and cups and gold cups? You're a ballin' little kid, man. What's up, ballin' little kid? Anyway, that's kind of it. The bottom of the deck for the Isis Oracle, I can't find the box. It's fine. I don't know where the box is this. It's the Ancient Power Mysteries. The Oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. So again, not only feel this shit, but fucking talk about it. Talk about it. And that's reinforced here. Again, feminine, sing, dance, play. And I'm really curious. I want to flip this back over and see what this is, because I feel like it's going to have something to do with the voice too. And it doesn't. Well, so that's rude, Spirit. Sometimes you think you're like, oh shit, like I'm connected. And then it's like, wah, wah. No, but the Seven of Pentacles is all about knowing that it's coming, right? You know, so maybe like you're thinking about, I don't know, going to like slam poetry or open mic night or communicating or just using your voice in a way that you haven't used it before. This is saying like sit with that energy, let it grow, let it mature. Seven of Pentacles is kind of about like you're almost there, you're not there yet. So that's interesting. I feel like that kind of put a damper on everything. So like, sorry about that, bummer. But you are your ultimate truth. So if that doesn't resonate, leave that shit behind and go sing your song. Try out for whatever Generation Z version of American Idol will end up being, because it turns out I don't know what's young and cool anymore. But have a great Monday, February 4th. I love you. I hope you have a great day. Bye.